Greetings and welcome. Today's reflection is titled, "And Yet We Rise." It comes from a weighty phrase in the Reflecting on Divinity coloring book. It is a phrase that names the burdens and distortions we live under. But even in the midst of it, the truth remains. The divine imprint cannot be erased. And so, in spite of it all, we rise. We are altered beings, living in a realm of lies, hatred, greed, and decay, where our already burdened and compromised divine imprint is compounded by the straitjackets of hate, racism, poverty, and religion. We are altered beings, not erased, not destroyed, altered, bent away from the original design. Look at a child. Every child is born curious, open, ready to love. But slowly the world teaches them what not to say, what not to believe, and what not to dream. That radiant openness becomes altered. Yet, watch their eyes when they laugh, when they imagine, and you will see the spark is still there. Think of our bodies. They were designed for deep breath, for vitality, for natural healing. But pollution, stress, processed living, they bend the body away from its original design. Still, give the body rest, nutrition, clean water, and breath, and you will see how quickly it remembers. A river tells the same story. A river is meant to run clear. Pollute it, and it becomes cloudy, toxic, unsafe. But cleanse it, and it returns to clarity. It never forgot how to flow. Humanity is like that river, altered but not erased. And we all saw this with our own eyes during the great shutdown of COVID. When human noise paused, nature revealed herself as if she had been waiting. The skies cleared, waters sparkled, animals returned to the roads and fields. In just a short time, the earth reminded us of her original design. So too within us. The divine imprint may be burdened and bent, but it is not destroyed. Like the child's laughter, the body's healing, the river's clarity, the earth's renewal, our divine essence never forgets. It only waits for space to flow again. If rivers, bodies, children, and the earth can remember their original design, then why do we still live in such distortion? Because the realm around us is thick with shadows. We live in a realm steeped in lies, a realm pulsing with hatred, a realm ruled by greed and marked by decay. We only have to look around to see it. We are told daily through headlines, through leaders, through media, what is truth and what is false. And so often, it is the lies that are given the louder voice. We see hatred flaring in communities, in nations, in families, even within our own hearts when we are wounded. We see greed carving the earth open, draining her resources, building wealth for a few while leaving many in lack. We see decay, broken systems, crumbling values, relationships eaten away by selfishness. These shadows are real. They shape the air we breathe. They create the weight we move through every day. And yet, just like the river that remembers its clarity, just like the earth that renewed herself in those months of stillness, these are distortions layered upon the divine, not the essence itself. Lies do not erase truth. Hate does not erase love. Greed does not erase generosity. Decay does not erase life. They are heavy, yes. They are visible, yes. But they are not the final word. Our divine imprint, the divine spark within us, is already burdened and compromised. It carries ancestral wounds, generational struggles, compromises made for survival. Centuries of deliberate poisoning weigh upon it. The poisoning of slavery and colonization, where bodies were chained and identities stripped away. The poisoning of stolen lands, where entire peoples were uprooted, their sacred rhythms broken. The poisoning of racism and classism, designed to divide and devalue human life. The poisoning of lies told as truth, whispered so long and so loud that even the oppressed began to doubt their own worth. Each layer adds weight. Each generation inherits scars it did not choose. And still, the imprint shines. It shines in the songs that survived chains. It shined in the prayers whispered in secret rooms. It shines in the way a mother feeds her child, though she has little for herself. It shines in every uprising for dignity, in every hand stretched out in compassion, in every laugh that refuses to be silenced. The poisoning is real. The scars are real, but the divine imprint cannot be erased. It remembers, it survives, and when given the smallest space, it rises. But then come the straitjackets: hate, racism, poverty, religion, not as spirit, but as dogma and cage. Each one restricts, each one binds. Hate is a straitjacket, and here is the cruel truth. People are hated simply for being different, for skin color, for culture, for belief, for who they love. Something as natural as difference is turned into a reason to despise. What should be seen as imbalance, even sickness, has been normalized. We are taught to see hate as strength, when in truth it is weakness. Racism is a straitjacket. Entire systems are built on the idea that one group is more human than another. Children grow up breathing this lie as if it were air, and over time they accept it as truth. This is how generations become complicit in the very structures that destroy them. Poverty is a straitjacket. It is not just the lack of money. It is the constant message that you are less because you have less. Entire economies are built on keeping this normal. People internalize it, wear it like skin, until they themselves believe they are undeserving. And religion, when twisted into dogma, is a straitjacket. Spirit was meant to liberate, to connect us to God and to each other. But when religion becomes control, it does the opposite. It tells us to fear God, to fear each other, to fear freedom itself. Over time, those fears are called faith, repeated without question, until people defend the very cage that keeps them small. Do you see? These straitjackets are cruel, not just because they restrict us, but because they trick us into fastening the straps ourselves. We wear them as if they belong to us. We defend them as if they are sacred. And in doing so, we aid in our own demise. But there is a greater truth. None of these are eternal. They are man-made prisons, not divine law. They can be unlearned, unfastened, undone. And when we begin to remember who we are, the straps begin to fall away. Yes, we are altered beings, living in a realm that seeks to bind us. But our imprint is not destroyed. The glow within waits. How do we know? Because we have already seen glimpses of it. We saw it when rivers ran clear after pollution was lifted. We saw it when the earth renewed herself during the quiet of COVID. We see it in children when laughter breaks through the lessons of shame. We see it in the body when rest and breath awaken strength we thought was gone. We see it in communities that rise up after centuries of oppression, refusing to let hatred or racism be the last word. These are not fantasies. They are living reminders, proof that the divine imprint remembers how to shine when given even the smallest space. So, even straitjackets tear under divine current. Even chains loosen when truth is remembered. Even the heaviest burdens shift when love is chosen again. We are altered beings, yes, but not forever. The memory of divinity is stronger than any straitjacket. And one day, it will not just rise, it would lead. We will remember what we truly are. And so, we remember. Though we are altered, we are not erased. Though the straitjackets press, they are not eternal. The divine imprint within us awaits. And when given even the smallest space, it shines. This is why we rise. Not by denying the weight, but by refusing to be defined by it. This is reflecting on divinity, and yet we rise.